Hey everybody, Josh here. Back after a kind of long hiatus with videos, definitely on the business side. So I'm excited to share. I'm going to start looking at my monthly numbers just across all my different revenue sources that I'm trying to build up. A little backstory if you're new to the channel. My name is Josh, and I went full time with my marketing company last April. And that company essentially provides marketing systems and website design for home service businesses. So think plumbers, landscapers, roofers, dog groomers, even anyone that does high volume in that service industry space. I have a need for, I have a solution for their needs. And it's been an interesting year looking back on just overall how it's gone, how my business's trajectory has gone and everything. And a very big reason for my wife deciding for me to stay home, not stay home, but, go full time with my company was the flexibility and freedom that I provided for our kid. At the time of going full time, we had one kid, and now we have, we had our second about a month and a half ago. So just being able to own my own company and make those decisions to where I can easily stay home, or not work as much if the kid's sick, or our child care kind of plans need to change. Like there's nothing I would trade for being able to do that in the world, but it brings its own sets of challenges, and a large chunk of that is when you're starting your company. Even though like my marketing company is not new, I've been doing this since 2015, 2016 on the side, moonlighting, if you will. There's still a level of mindset shift and just pure time you have to put into everything to grow a business. Definitely those first 3 to 5 years, they say. So it's been a challenge. My earnings now, I know, could be more if I were to, not spend as much time with the family and maybe have a hard, stop. I must work 40, 50 hours a week for anything else, but that's just not what I want to do right now. That's not what's best for my family, not best for me. So this series is kind of making, just making things work. And when I say work, is looking at multiple revenue sources, not going too thin, not diluting my main source, which is my company Webski, but then also there's a few others that I've been doing for a while. There's some others I'm bringing in. There's some more I want to kind of mind map and try out, but just you're really kind of building the business, the lifestyle for me that's of a dad, now a busier dad, getting busier by the day. You know, flexibility around, let's say, the Switch 2 came out, maybe take time to play that. Like, there's just a lifestyle business, if you will. So, yeah, enough rambling. I'm going to start pretty much top to bottom and kind of go from there. So, my obviously, Webski, my company, is the biggest source of income and will probably stay that for the foreseeable future. These numbers are pretty much going to be all gross unless I specify. There are a few different things I may break down in terms of like what the net numbers look like, and when it comes to like my pay and stuff, just because I want to be fully transparent and something that I'm just documenting growing my company with. So, Webski for the month of May 2025, I made $10,078.58. About half of that was recurring revenue. Unfortunately, it's not unfortunate because I'm blessed to have it, but about 58% of that recurring revenue is one client. The rest is divvied up amongst website maintenance plans, my software plans, which is awesome. That's kind of starting to gain traction. Other odds and ends, but really over half of that is one client. So that's one of my big goals this year. By the end of the year is I plan to keep this client as long as they'll have me. It's just a larger retainer, essentially. But my goal by December is to have the low ticket, if you will, the SaaS, 97 to 297 plans make up what I make, at $3,000 a month. It's a target I'm setting for myself, because if and when that contract's lost, I need to be in a good situation to handle that for my family. I lost a prior contract that was not as much, but not far off, in the month of April, about 2 weeks before my kid was born. I lost my second biggest contract. I was able to sustain some of that just with my software offering and things like that. Keep them in the ecosystem, if you will, in the house of Webski. But it was a big hit, and when you do this type of work, nothing's guaranteed, and nothing's going to it's not going to last forever. But it's a matter of I was preparing for it, making plans. I just thought I had more runway for that. But business is business. I did not have that. But luckily, we got a little bounce back. But most importantly, we keep them happy. I get my time back, and we keep growing. So, of that $10,078, we'll say, I want to look at expenses. So, $88.99 were OpEx for Webski. Of that, though, $5,925 was my pay, owner's draw essentially, and the rest was, most of that was contract labor for a project, and then just tools and software. I'll have a different episode about going over my Webski expenses, because I'm really trimming those down for the rest of the year. Yeah, we'll discuss that later. So keep going. The second highest, I'm going to drop off a lot, was my travel agent side gig. Made $116.47. This was my first non-family book trip, which is awesome. I'm a travel agent for Disney Universal. Can do anywhere, but I focus on Disney Universal. So it was fun having my first client for that go on their trip, and they loved it. It was their first time visiting. And then the OpEx for that is just $10 a month. So almost breaking even now. And then the last source of income for the month of May was my resale business. So Dr. Dunn's Good Game is what I'm essentially labeling this as for future stuff. But right now I sell on 3 main channels. That's eBay, TCG Player, which is just Pokemon Magic cards, if you're not familiar with that, and then also Amazon. I've been back and forth of what area gets more of my focus, things like that. But right now, Amazon was the highest for the month of May for $61.86. eBay was $25.96, and then TCG Player was $9.38. Most of those numbers are net, definitely net after shipping and platform fees and taxes and such. Those also are usually net, including cost of goods. My cost of goods, I'm doing like a weighted average across, my buys. I've not been the best bookkeeper over the months and years since doing this. And doing this, I'd start, I'd stop, I'd start, I'd stop. So these numbers, I'll get close. I'll get more dialed in as it gets to it. But the eBay breakdown, just something I kind of keep eyes on, was 8 items sold for ASP of $22. It had my net sales at $111, but my payout was not that. I think I had some returns or something. But yeah, so pretty much total income and just the OpEx for reselling was $348.89. That was a mix of software, supplies, and inventory. So pretty much for the month of May, total income earned was $10,292.25. I'm expecting less than that in June, just because, well, maybe not, because I am doing another website build, a large website build, so it should be around that, hopefully, is my goal. So, and reselling should be bigger just because I've spent more time here lately. So, yeah, this is just a new video series I want to start doing. What it looks like as, entrepreneur, dad, choosing family and everything else over the grind culture, hustle mentality, while also, trying to keep the lights on, because so unfortunately things cost money, and that keeps going up. So hope y'all like this. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Yeah, tune in to the next one. See ya. Okay, this is post video. I can't believe I just won that. My 3-star too. Insane.